Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the second episode of my podcast. My name is Naufal Norawi. I'm a strength coach. To know more about me and what I do, visit my website at www.engineeringalphamuslim.com. And today I am accompanied by a good friend of mine, Dr. Amir. And I think we start off by him introducing himself, who he is, and later on I will tell you why I invited him to become guest on my podcast in this episode. So without further ado, Dr. Amir, maybe you can explain to the viewers out there who you are, what you do, and then we'll take it from there.
Hi, I'm Amir. I'm a medical officer working in the Department of Anesthesiology and Intensive Care in HKL. Before that, I was a doctor in Malacca before moving back to KL. So, in terms of training experience or exercise in general, I wasn't very gifted or talented. I used to be the goalkeeper for our place at home.
Because that's the only position we trusted him with.
But even then, I have butterfingers as well, so that sucks.
Okay, before we go to the training wise, maybe you can tell us, how's your lifestyle? What's your working hours? And then, are you married? Have children? How many?
Yeah, so I'm married, blessed with 3 children. In terms of my work, how life goes on. So working as a doctor in anesthesiology means that some days it's a 8 to 5 job. Some days I'm going to be working in PM shifts. Some days I'm going to be on call. So when you're on call, you're going to be working like at least 24 hours straight, 8 to 8. But of course that 8 to 8 is only on paper, because at the end of the day you're going to pass over cases and then you need to head back home. So maybe after an on-call, I probably will reach home about 10 o'clock in the morning, in the earliest. With a good call, you might get some sleep. On a bad call, there's no sleep. So that sucks as well. So anything else you want to know?
Okay. So right now you have 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
2 boys, 1 girl?
2 boys, 1 girl.
So you guys may be wondering why I invited Dr. Amir to my podcast. It's because just from my experience as a strength coach, most commonly faced question that I get, or objection that I get from my prospect or my clients is that I want to train, I want to change how I look, but I don't think I have the time because I work these hours, I do this. So I think Dr. Amir is a good example of how you can be successful and have a busy career. At the same time, you can still squeeze in some strength training session or exercise or training or whatever you want to call it, right? So now that we've discussed roughly or basically how your life is, what are the obstacles for you as a doctor, MO, to juggle around with the family, with the career, and also at the same time still able to squeeze in those training sessions?
Well, it's a matter of fact that time is something of a constraint when it comes to training, and it takes a lot of sacrifice from other people as well to give you the time and space to train. So to make use of that sacrifice, basically how I train, my philosophy is that everything must count. So there's no time to waste. Every session better has its benefits, and if something is probably not going to benefit me in terms of training, in terms of my goals, then I cut it out. So when I was busier in Malacca last time, at most I could get 2 sessions a week. If I was very lucky, 3, and sometimes the week is so busy I can only get 1 session. So with those number of sessions and the amount of work that I do as a doctor, I have to make sure that I try to be the freshest that I can, and when I do go to train, I make the most out of it so that I still make gains.
Okay, cool. I don't know about you. My experience is, as you mature in life, your life evolves from studying to doing your housemanship or whatever, into become an MO, got married, have kids. So as life goes on, you have less and less time at the gym, right? Would you agree with that statement?
So far, I'm quite lucky in a sense when I moved back to KL because my family is still in Malacca. So because of that, right now while I'm in KL, I have more time to train compared to being in Malacca because right now I'm essentially single during the weekdays. So, but of course, when I was in Malacca, time to train has always been very short. So my training sessions usually at most is only 2 hours, and that 2 hours will actually include warm-ups and the travel to and back and forth to the gym. So that 2 hours is very much golden at that time.
Yeah, sure. I understand. So right now we're talking about making gains, right? Currently, what your training looks like? What are your goals? And what do you prioritize most when you have the time to go to the gym?
So, I mean, initially when I started lifting, when I wanted to start strength training in general, that was during the 4th year of med school, and at that time my goals were to slim down because I was pretty fat. Now I'm still fat, but last time I was fatter. So at that time, initially wanted to slim down, but then suddenly I had the itch to strength train, and then I got interested into 531. So since then, I've been basically a strength addict, addicted to strength, and that has been my goal. So I've always had this interest in terms of powerlifting, but of course, the way I train that, since I'm not competing or anything like that, so there's still some balance in terms of doing some functional or whatever you call those functional stuff. So
accessory work.
Yeah, accessory work and things like that. As of now, I mean, there was a time when I used to lift very, very hard, and then had to reset a bit, and then started back from scratch. So right now I'm headed back to my old numbers. So just about a month ago, had a deadlift 180 kgs for 3 reps, bench press 100 kg for 3 reps. I mean, and right now in terms of pull-ups, I do many sets, many sets of many reps. So usually I try to. Right now I'm currently doing like 4 sets of 5 and then 6 sets of core, so that I really focus on the pull-ups, so that I get the gains out of that. So I'm more or less interested in terms of getting the numbers up, but of course there's a balance that I have to make. So of course all of my accessory work has always been things that matter. If it's a squat day, definitely the accessory work is usually gonna be a hinge. If it's a deadlift day, it's gonna be a lunge, and then on the upper body days there will always be some element of push or pull, and during the lower body days I always do some element of core work. So I do the 531 template. I've been doing that ever since I started touching the barbell. That was probably my fifth year of med school at that time. After 1 year of doing calisthenics and stuff like that, so I started off with the deadlift. I think 1 rep max at that time was 120 kgs for the deadlift, and then I started with a bench of 60.
120. How long did you hit 120? How long was it from you started to when you hit 120? How long? How was the period?
I mean, there was no period because the moment I switched to the barbell, I started with 120 kg as my training weight. So, but of course that was after 1 year of doing lots of calisthenics, functional stuff. So before that, I was doing many sets of push-ups, doing many sets of single leg deadlifts, which I still do until now. And then I also do pull-ups as well, and pistols. And all that was done before I touched the barbell. So that basic strength allowed me to start relatively with a high number of weights with the barbell.
120 just started out it's impressive actually, because when I started out I just started with an empty bar and then moved up from to 60 kilos to slowly moved up to now 170 something, 171 my last race. Right. So it's very impressive. For you guys who don't know, who really does strength work, you guys might not able to appreciate just how heavy is 120 for your 120 while you are just started out. So I think it's impressive. So I mean, maybe for some people out there, they might not be familiar with the program 531. Maybe you can just roughly explain to us what is it all about, the movements involved, and maybe you can just maybe you can just explain a little bit, without going too much into details. If you guys want more detail, maybe you can go to the what's the website?
Wenders, gymwender.com.
Gymwender.com. You can buy the ebook or the program and everything. But for now, maybe we can get Amir to roughly explain to us what 531 is.
Okay, so basically 531 is a program that's focused on powerlifting, and it's premised around the fact that you try to set your lifting weights relatively low, and then you go higher slowly without having any failures. So basically, the usual template is that you will do some variation of either a squat, deadlift, bench, and MP, and you will have some accessory work around that. So the 531 basically the numbers mean that on a given week, training week, you might be doing for your main lifts a minimum set in terms of 5 reps, 3 reps, or 1 rep for your final set. And of course, since it's based on making progress and using relatively low weights, so you try to do max reps during that final set. So what I do is that personally I try to keep it around +2 for any given session. And back in the day, when I was probably a bit more fit, I even did +3. So that would mean that on a given week, I will do for my final set of whatever exercise main lift that it is, I will either be doing 8 reps for a 5 week, 6 reps for a 3 week, and 4 reps for a 1 week. And if after those 3 weeks, you will have a deload week, and then you either increase your weight, or you do the same cycle, or you can increase your reps, whatever. But the focus is not to fail. Basically, the focus is not to fail. Start low and go slow. So after your main lifts, you're gonna have some accessory work, and that accessory work you have in terms of Wender style. He has many templates on the style of the accessory they want to do. For example, like those who are into bodybuilding and they have the time to rest and eat and all that. So he has a boring but big template where for his accessory work, you will be doing some compound exercise for 5 sets of 10, and that will really just wear you out. But you make big gains. Myself, what I do is that I keep the accessory work to doing things with functional stuff. For example, like single leg work or core work, things like that during my sessions. So, and then of course, when there's philosophy is that when you talk about training, you need to have a balance between mobility, strength, as well as conditioning. So of course, I always warm up before every session, so that covers my mobility part. And and since my accessory work has always been functional stuff, so that functional stuff can also help with the mobility. I mean, for a person that's fat like me, I can do pistol squats, so that means my mobility is probably not as bad as other untrained people out there. And when it comes to conditioning, I don't do any sort of dedicated conditioning, but I try to incorporate it into the life that I have. So whether that means climbing up the stairs to my apartment and walking back and forth to the hospital, and sometimes just releasing stress. You just punch the punching bag and kick it as hard as you can and think that you're some street fighter. So that also works as conditioning.
Yeah.
So in essence, that's how 531 works. It's a training program, but at the same time, there's some element of having some sort of training philosophy behind it.
I've done 531 for 2 years actually, and I really like the program. I think it's simple enough for beginners to try out, but I do encourage for people to actually get a quality strength coach or trainer, just to make sure you're doing the program as it is. Because a lot of time when I ask people, some people do say like they are on the 531 program, but they don't actually stick to it 100%. They do some kind of some wacky variation of it, which kind of beats the purpose of following a program. Right? So I think we're gonna slowly wind down now. So I'm just gonna ask you, what's the 3 things that you want to share with the viewers out there when it comes to strength training or whatever nutrition that you think that maybe us Malaysian, especially Muslim, that can benefit from?
I think that when you talk about training in general, the first thing is that many people are afraid to train. Many people are really afraid of strength training in general. They may have some misconception that strength is probably not important, or maybe they have some misconception that strength training will increase your injury rates. But that's as everything in life, everything is a balance. And if you do too much cardio, jogging and running itself is a pretty stressful exercise, and it may not be for everyone. If you're really dedicated into it, then fair enough. But for those who are relatively recreational and you just want to improve yourself, doing too much of cardio is probably a bad thing. And of course, doing too much of strength training. How do you define too much of strength training? Probably when people, you see in the gym, they use really heavy weights to perform, and that's also something that's probably a bad thing. What I really don't like is that since time is something of a premium, so I don't like it when people go to the gym and for me, the way I see it is that when they waste their time. So what I mean by that is that a lot of isolation, single limb work, and then doing all these exercises sitting down. I really hate seeing that. So because if you have a lot of time and you want to make the most gains, you really have to focus on compound exercises that work everything, and you really have to do exercises that incorporate your core into the exercises. And that's essentially what I do with my accessory work when I do 531. And another thing is that people like to live with full form. So I think the problem is that, of course, it's all a matter of coaching. So and coaching and having the ability to criticize yourself and put your ego out. So of course, what I do is that last time I was very lucky to have an online coach. But nowadays, even without an online coach, at least I videotape my important lifts, like my deadlift, my squat, where it's really important to get the form right. And of course, another thing is to not fail and be squashed by the weight. So after every lift, that max set of lifts, when I look at the record, and then I am able to make sure that I have a sense of where my body is at. And then sometimes for the next cycle, I may just repeat the cycle just to make sure that I'm putting ego out. Another thing is that sometimes you just have to make sacrifices and just be smart with your time. So of course, what I did when I came back to KL is that because if you want to have a short lifting session, you might want to go to the gym outside of the peak hours. That's something that you just have to do. So luckily for me, got a gym where it closes at midnight. So when I go there about 10:30 or 11, yes, sometimes I finish my lifting session in only 1 hour. So at this kind of time, usually there's not a lot of people, and you get to do your stuff. Don't do anything else. Look at your time yourself. Use the timer. Don't waste your time during your resting period, and make sure you just keep your resting to a minimum, and then just get things done and go back. So on that point, so what I do during my 5-1 session is that I do some stuff while I'm resting. So usually what I do is that on my bench and on my empty days, in between the sets of my pushes. So what I do is that I incorporate hip flexor stretches, because I think we all know that we sit around too much. So we really need to get the hip mobility going, because at the end of the day, if you don't have the hip mobility, you're also not going to have that good back health in general.
I think that's one of the reasons why there's an epidemic going around. Young people like us getting low back pain. Right? Usually, before this, it's unheard of amongst young adults, right? Adults and young adults. But now, even right now, I'm suffering from the low back pain as well. That's why a good chunk of my time in the gym is just improving my mobility, right? Because when I was doing bodybuilding, I didn't care about mobility, right?
That's something that's very important, because, like I said, at the end of the day, when you are training, the reason you are training is that so that you can train again tomorrow and thereafter. And one of the things that you have to rectify during your training session is mobility. Whether you do that through your warm-ups or whether you're doing that through your accessory work, you have to focus on mobility. Of course, it's something that's very boring.
Not sexy at all.
It's definitely not sexy, but you do have to incorporate.
Yes. And actually, sometimes I feel like an old man. I'm doing all these stretches, yoga-like stretches, all these hip flexor stretches, downward dog and everything. It does kind of humbles you. But like you said before, you have to put your training in perspective. Like, what is your main goal? Are you competing or just compete in life? Right? Be strong in life. Maybe have good strength, good physique, and just enjoy training in general. Right? I think on that note, you have something to promote and plug?
If people want to know more about stuff I do, they can go to my website, anayub.com, ANAKAYUB. You can read the stuff that I do on my medical stuff, my training log, my general blog is there. So of course, my training log also has my videos up. Just starting to put back my more recent videos. Of course, my videos mainly my deadlifts and my squats. My old videos are all on my YouTube page, same name, Anayo. You can find stuff there.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, the reason that I bring Dr. Amir in is that just to show you guys, no matter how busy you are with your career, your life, your family, if you prioritize your time, you can make time to do some training, right? And I think I couldn't find a more busy. Maybe there are busy people out there, but I couldn't find busy people that I know of that close to me as Dr. Amir is, and still he's way stronger than I am right now. Right?
That's because I used the right program from the start.
Exactly. Don't make the same mistake I do. Don't make the same mistake I do. Don't go. I took the long way around actually. I go from bodybuilding to CrossFit, and then now start to really study, understand strength conditioning, strength training, going back to basics. Actually, what you're doing is basics. 531 is just very basic, the most basic program you can have, I think, aside from 531 and maybe Starting Strength by Mark Wikipato. But anyway, what you guys, I do encourage you guys to check out his website, but don't follow the load exactly.
I don't follow the load.
He's a sicko, I don't know, he's a masochist, is it?
Yeah.
He's a masochist where people whose family is like pain.
I mean, some people may see me on video slapping myself, punching my own chest.
In that term, we're kind of the opposite. He's more like all this all pumped up before the lift. I need my zen for the lift. Calmness.
I have my zen during warm-ups.
Okay. On that note, thank you, Amir.
Alright.
Looking forward to see you in the future episodes. Alright. So you guys just check out my website www.engineeringalphamuslim.com just to learn what is Alpha Muslim, and also to check out my short-term and long-term coaching program online, and also one-on-one training. Right? So on that note, thank you very much again, Amir.
No problem.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.